Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, whatever time you may be watching this video. I hope you are doing fine and I trust you are doing good. Thank you once again for subscribing to my YouTube channel and thank you for your likes. Yeah, I really appreciate them. So it's another day again, another day, and once again as we start for today, please, if you are yet to subscribe on my YouTube channel, please kindly do so. Yeah, and don't forget to also drop your like and your comment even after watching the video, and you can do yourself good by clicking on the notification bell so you can always get notified whenever I release another new video. So let's go straight into business for today. And for today, I consider we'll be looking into a social media design. Social media design. So I just consider let's do something simple. I mean, very simple design. I don't want us to start with something hard because I want us to really understand every aspect of Photoshop. I want us to understand the interface, the tool. So I don't want us to do a very hard design for now. So today's design is very simple. I consider doing a design on agriculture or farming. Yeah, either agriculture or farming. So the design is actually on agriculture and farming. So let's get started. So let us name this agriculture project A. Now our size. So my size I've put down up. I've already inserted my size 4x4, my resolution 500, and after that you hit OK. So now first of all, before walking through any project, you must have met with your client and you must have sat down. You must have collected every details you need. So for this tutorial, it is a very simple social media ad design. It is a very simple one which won't take our time. And I made it simple so that we can understand some basics. Now, for example, this is just an example. Let us assume the details our client gave us to do is about shopping. I said it's on agriculture, so they have this online website and they want customers to come online and come and get something online. So the details is the brief. I mean, shop with what can we name the business? Let's say with farm wise. It's just a sample. So so shop with farm wise. And after that, then they said let's say get 10%, though these are just example. Get 10% reward on every product you purchase. So that's all. So you might be like looking at this that wow, this is a very short brief, and that is why I'm starting from something simple. The next tutorial would also go into deeper, where you would have maybe after this the brief might still include our service, include this and this,
this and this, where the client will give you some images. I want you to include these images, include my address, include my contacts. So how can we work? But I want us to start it bit by bit. So now this is just everything. Now first of all, you have to first sit down sit and think as a graphic designer. What, in terms of color now, what color represents agriculture? And we know agriculture basically is about green. So every color you have to work with must pertain with green, not basically green, but at least must have the touch of green. I hope you understand. But for this tutorial, I might not be really using green, but I'll be using white and green coupled with just my white with white. I'll be using white as my primary color, and I'll be using green as a secondary color. With I'll just find one tertiary color, just to give it that touch, that's uniqueness, just like I say, contrast. We talk about contrast. We have contrast in color, contrast in text. So after you've decided that, you have to, okay, which font would be good. So you can just go online, take your phone and browse best fonts for either YouTube thumbnail design, or best font for social media design, or maybe you are working on, for example, on agriculture now, best fonts to use for agricultural design, or for design that have to do with agriculture. Depending on the line, font varies. For example, we want to work on maybe a chocolate. You cannot use chocolate font, the font that works with chocolate product for agriculture. No, it doesn't work that way. So I already have the font I'll be using. I already downloaded that, and after that, don't forget, you still need pictures, images, and not just anyhow images, sharp images that will represent what you want to do. So now let's get started. The first thing I actually do every designer, every designers, we are different. Some people might start with the arrangement of what they want to do, and some might start with the background. So let me walk through the background first. Now you come to your layer. So this is my layer. Now can you see this background? Can you see it is locked? So you left click on it, and you can see now you're having layer 0. Then change this by double clicking to BG and press enter, which means background. So you just name it on what you can remember, but BG, that's the short call for background in design. Then we come to gradient overlay. So gradient overlay now, okay. So for the color I'll be using, though I already have my color here, but now, okay, now on this gradient, click on this gradient. Just click on it, left click, and you should have something like this that will pop up. Now click on this color here, and on this color again, click here. Then you should have this. Now this is white. I want to use something like ash here, and this is the ash. This is the ash. Then you press enter, or you click on your OK. Then you come to this other part. Then I'll make this white, pure white. As you can see, it's on my white. And you press your OK. Then now style. What style do you want your background to be? It is a gradient. You are mixing two colors, so I want it to be in linear. And the angle, I think this angle is okay. 90 degrees, okay for me. Okay, no, let me make it 100. Let me make it minus 90 degree. Now if you look at your, now on this our working page, if you move click on your background and left click, drag your mouse up, you can see the gradient moving. Can you see it? Can see it adjusting and adjusting. So I want this my ash to be at the top and the white should be below. Something like this is fine. Okay, I think we are good to go. So now just like I said, I already downloaded some certain font I'll be using. So this one, let us just hide it. So to hide, click on this eye. So can you see I've hide that? I've actually hide that. So okay, we'll be using, for the sake of this tutorial, already downloaded some background I'll be using. So there are different links to download background. You can use free pick, you can use Unsplash. I major on those two very well. So since it's about shopping of a thing, I'll be using this background. I'm showing you my screen. I'll be using this background since it's about shopping. Another way you can do that is to come to your file and come to place embedded. Then you search where your picture is. Okay, I can see it well. I use this. Okay, I guess I'm almost there. Okay, maybe let me go for this. Let's go for this. Okay, so you click on the place which I already clicked on. So let's go down. As you can see, this is my image, and you know, since it's about shopping, you have to be very careful on the kind of picture you are using. The kind of picture, it has to be related. It has to be very related. So let me place this over here, as you can see it. So now then, I want to blend my picture with my background. Now come to this place where you see normal. Then I'll be using okay, I'll be using overlay. Let me see. So you play with your color blending mode and find the one that best work for your picture. So I'll be using overlay, but as you can see, my image is not really showing, and I actually want the image to show well, as you can see. So I will still come back to my gradient, that's my background. I'll come back to my background here, and from here now let me increase the opacity of this ash so that it can show well. So let me just increase that. So can you see now that my picture is now showing well? Can you see it is now showing well? Okay, so just to avoid those lines, that is what I'm adjusting. Yeah, so I think we have it now. This is actually what I want. Can you see my picture is now showing well now? So there's something there's an effect I want to teach you now. I want to blur this background. It is too sharp. I want to blur it a bit. Then you come to filter at your menu bar, this filter, then you come to blur and you choose this Gaussian blur. You click on it. So this is the radius at which you want it to, the blur effect to be. Can you see at 1.4 it is too much, but now at 7.0 okay, it's too much. 5.4. okay, let me check 8.0. okay, I think, yeah, let me reduce it, it's too much. Okay, I think 7.5 would be fine for me. So so that's fine for me already. So I talked about texture. I guess that should be in that should be either principal or element of, I guess that should be element of graphic design, where I talked about texture. Texture is very important. It helps in feeling. So I want to insert a texture over this, and let us see what texture can do on your design. I have couple of texture here. This is a nice texture. Okay, let's see this texture. Can you see this? Just like a nylon and a glass texture. So I want that picture to have that touch of a nylon and a glass, so as if you are touching it. So now let us blend this over it, and let us find the best blending that will go for it, that will best suit it. Okay, this lighting, though it is not too obvious. This green, can you see it? Can you see it over it? This color dodge. Okay, this overlay. Okay, I think I'm liking this overlay. Can you see the touch it gave, or it gives a design? Let me expand it. Yeah, I want it should fill the whole screen. So can you see that touch of the screen? But let me just reduce this a bit. Yeah, let me make it 70. I think that's fine. Yeah, but there's something to do to this my image. If you check below here, you can see the line of the image. So I don't want that line to show. So you press B on your system, that's brush. So click on the image. As you can see, the smart object must be rasterized before proceeding. Just click OK. Now you already have your brush. Let me increase the size a bit by let me see, increase it a bit. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. Now come to this side, to this color, change it to just, as you can see the color picker, just pick a color, just click on your screen to already select the right color that can blend with it very well. This is the best color that can blend with it. So just click OK, and just on the line, just use your brush. Can you see it? It already cleaned that line for you. It rubs it off already. So I guess we are good to go. So now let us work with we have shop with us now. So these are our tests. So there's something called grouping. You group your work, group them so it can be easy for you, you know, like this. Now these are my background, so I'll group them together. So from here, hold your control, click on all your background, and press Ctrl G. Can you see, to group them together, and name it BG. So I've grouped them together, so everything can be they can be together. So now we have shop with us. So now I want to break this. Don't forget, there's something. Don't forget, I talked about hierarchy. So I want this shop to be the first thing that we catch people's attention. This shop. So I already copied the text, so I brought it here. So I'll be using the font Pepsi. Okay, no, not Pepsi. Let me see a better font that I can use. Okay, let me use I'll be using Monsterrat, so you can download the font. So this is the font I'll be using for all my design. This is the font I'll be using. So let me make the shop in uppercase, as you can see, and so just let me zoom this in so we can see what I'm doing. So now I said hierarchy. I want it to be catchy. So I want to use, can you see, this is a rectangle, so I'll fill this with red. Don't forget shop. I want it to look very catchy. Okay, so I fill this with red. Then now the edges, I want it to be very curvy, so I'll make this 100 under my property, as you can see it. Then now let me hide this. Now can you see this my shop? Once I bring it here, it is under this rectangle, and when you check your layer, it is under the rectangle. So for you to make it come up, you have to drag it up at the top of your rectangle. Can you see the shop is now up? So I'll be using, press C on your system and let's change the color to white. So can you see that? Okay, now I'll group these two together. Hold your control and highlight your rectangle, then press Ctrl G, then name it shop. Yeah, so now let me make this better, align it. Now I want to align this at the center. Don't forget, alignment is key. So click on, hold your control with and click on this rectangle, then here at the top here, so align horizontally center. Can you see it? So it has aligned. Then just bring this down a bit. So now this is what I've grouped together. I can easily carry them. So to when you're working for alignment sake, you need your guidelines. So for that, the shortcut, you can come here, view, and just come to show grid. So you need your grid, show grid. Can you see it? For alignment, so you need your grid. So let's come. So we already have shop. So shop is out of the game now. So now let's go for width. Shop width. So I want to contrast this my font. Now I'll just be using two fonts for my design. So let's be mindful of how we use our font. In fact, should I use two fonts, or I should just keep going with this font, looking at contrasting it with a fancy font? Let me see if I can contrast that with a fancy font. Okay, let me check. I can see something fancy. Yes. Okay, let's use this. It's a bit fancy, but I can just say shop width. Now our alignment. Can you see I'm using this grid to align my text well, so that now alignment is key. So I have shop width. Okay, I think we are good to go now. Farm wise, let me pick my farm wise, copy it and paste it here. Shop with farm wise. I'm using the font I use for my shop, that's Monstera. Then I'm making it bold italic too as well, but let me make it all in capital letter, farm wise. Okay, I think we are good to go. So we are moving. So now to increase your text, sorry I didn't say that, Ctrl T, press your Ctrl T, either your text or any object, just press Ctrl T, and Ctrl T to increase your object. Then when you are done, you can click here or you press enter, whichever one. So now alignment is key. So shop width, as you can see, we're having something beautiful. Then press T. I'll give this a color green now. Don't forget farm. So there are different there are varies of green. So just find the one that best suit your taste. so you play with color too, you find the one that best suits your taste. No, I'm not there. Where I should okay, so when I get, okay, I think I'm fine with this. Yeah, I think I'm very fine with this. So the color code, this is the color code here, is 03. So you can just write this color code on your on your color picker. So just write this color code so I can get exact color I have. 03 C911. So just click on write same color code and press OK. You have this automatically. So I have this already. Shop with FarmWise. So let me reduce this my shop width. The size is kind of too big though. I want it to be the catchy, but still yet I want it to be catchy, but still yet it's too big. Yeah, okay, I think it's fine. So shop with, yeah, FarmWise. Okay, I think we are good to go. Now the last thing we have here, okay, now let me group all this together, or let me increase the size. Just highlight it and press Ctrl T. Okay, no, it remains FarmWise. Where is FarmWise? Okay, so let me group it together. Come on, let me increase it a bit. So group it together. I just name it FarmWise. And the last thing is get 10% reward. So just copy this, press your copy and paste it straight. Yeah, don't forget we are still maintaining the same font. We are still maintaining the same font. It's very, very important. So we can just use it, but we'll make this smaller, very, very small. And let's change the color to this same green. You want to use a black, so use your color picker. Just click on the green. Can you see this is the color here? Then click on OK. So that's what I want. So let it fit in to this. You see we're having something amazing. We just amend color. My primary color here is the green, except from the white, which is my primary color. Yeah, that's my primary color, which is the background white. Then my secondary color here is the green, and I just accent it with a red, because if I didn't make this a red, if I'd make this maybe a green too, let's see how it will look like. Can you see everything just look so when I was talking about color in the last class, I talked about blending colors that are opposite each other, on the color wheel. So when you use colors that opposite each other in the color wheel, you will definitely have something that is unique. So can you see it? So when you check your color wheel, green and red, they opposite each other, and that's why you have that attractive view. So shop with, okay, FarmWise. So now we can delete this, so now let us zoom. Okay, can you see? Very, very simple, and yet we have something fantastic. So let's put this over here. Okay, so we already have everything. Okay, so let's bring this down. Okay, so one more thing I'll be doing is, now since it is here about shopping, let me reduce my width. Let me reduce my width. Yeah. Okay. So I want to insert one more picture. One more picture. Not here. One more picture, and what you see it's about shopping. Okay, this is it. So this is the picture I actually want to insert here. So it is about shopping, and you see wow, and you see, so I want to edit this my picture just to give it a bit life. So press Ctrl L on your laptop, Ctrl L, increase, just bring this front a bit, push this back a bit too, then let this come front a bit. Yeah, okay, so you can just copy this is start 1 for the first one, this is 0.8, this is 2.3 to then press your OK. So as you can see, okay, so alignment, don't forget alignment. So I want my everything should sit on this line. So come in here and bring this out of this. So my farm wise, let everything sit on this line, yeah, so that the alignment can be perfect. Okay, I'm coming. Let's bring this under the top. This is our picture, so let's increase this a bit. So we have shop with farm wise, and I believe this is actually fantastic and very simple and neat design. So to remove your grid, you can just press Ctrl with your quote, or you come back to your view, where's the view, and just this show, then I like this off. So we have it. So as simple, can you see, graphics is very simple. So next tutorial we'll be looking at something that's just like I said in the beginning, we'll be having more details from our client, and we'll see how we can work it out. And I hope you've been able to learn something, and so we'll be ending here. Thank you for your time. Yeah, have a nice day and see you on the next tutorial.